Dear traders, hello. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning. I know you are watching this webinar, this stream from many different locations, from various locations all around the world. So, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Thomas, and I'm an analyst and a trader. I've been trading with OLYMP TRADE for almost, well, 9 years. So I've been here with OLYMP TRADE since almost the very beginning of the company, the founding days of the company. So, right before the webinar started, it took me maybe 1 or 2 minutes to start because I saw this move and I needed to check what really caused this. And I still haven't found out. So I don't know the reason, guys, why the USD is dropping against the Japanese yen. Why is it so big? This drop is so big. But anyways, even though I don't know what the fundamental reason is, I'm still very excited because I'm basically short. I'm short in this position. I opened this trade about 1 hour ago, 1.5 hours ago to be exact. And there was a very clear pattern. Basically, it's called, one of those. How's the quality of my video, guys? I think there is something just not 100% right. All right, what's going on? What's going on with my internet connection today? So, dear trader, let me go. Yeah, closed some windows. Maybe they were taking a lot of memory. So here is the deal. This is what we are looking at right now. We are here. Where's my USD JPY? USD JPY, where are you? Alrighty, let me go ahead and reload my trading platform. So, guys, what awaits us for the next about 25 minutes is basically we are going to see this trading session. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's streaming now. So, USD JPY. This is a trading idea which I've been talking about for a long time now. I think for almost 2 weeks, maybe even more. Yeah, probably even before that. I definitely was pointing to the 150 level, which is a very strong psychological level for this currency pair, obviously, because, well, I mean, if you live in Japan and you talk to someone and someone says, "Yeah, what's your salary?" And the person says something like, I don't know, like 15,000 yen, and then you basically divide it by. So the point is that these round numbers, psychologically, I mean, even with the Euro USD, you have this parity level, which is $1 equals €1. So that is a very strong psychological level, and that is why many traders are going to be buying, are going to be opening positions when basically when price moves towards that area. So the same is true with USD JPY. So we had this very strong psychological level, 150, and once the price broke above this level, so 150 level, and we sort of traded a little bit, stayed a little bit above this level for a little while, and that is now considered a false breakout. So these false breakouts, they are usually characterized by exactly this, when you have a very well designated level of resistance, and then price breaks above it, stays there for a little bit, and then the price collapses back below that level. So we can obviously see this level right here. Right here is our trend line. So you want to draw this 150 level here, and then I want to switch to 10 minutes. So and yes, we are, or today earlier, and currently we are trading below this 150 level, which is a very strong resistance level. And as you can see, this false breakout. So potentially this was a very nice buy idea for an up trade, but it turned out that the price just couldn't hold above this line, above the 150 level, and basically we dropped below this level. And then usually when that happens, you always want to short, because this false breakout basically confirms confirms this idea that this level is strong, this level is intact, and that basically exactly that's what happened, right? So we have this previous level, previous resistance, we are back below this level of resistance, and we can also consider, we can even consider this level to be some quasi well, some quasi head and shoulders pattern in a way. So I guess I've explained this pattern quite well. I don't see there is need for any further clarification, and I think this level and for those of you who are thinking, all right, I've missed this move, oh my god, what do I do, how do I trade? So the thing is that once some new trend erupts, like a new one, you always have, almost always, you have this second wave, and then you have this third wave, and then oftentimes there comes even the fourth wave. And you basically, yeah, so basically what you want to do is you want to keep opening trades in the basically downwards direction. Now you have this new area of resistance, so we are trading below the 149.50. So another I would call it a round number again, so every half a point here for USD GPY, and I would say not just USD GPY but most currencies, it acts as a strong resistance level and or support level, right? So here in this case, in this particular case, this acts as a resistance level. So here we are, and if this candlestick, if the current candlestick, this huge red candlestick closes below, would close to below this 149.50, that would act as our next reliable target, and it can act as a resistance level, definitely. So second wave and and then the third wave. So sometimes it's this might be a very productive strategy when you don't just sort of gamble and try to guess whether the price will move next or will move up or down above this level, but in fact you just wait, and once the price itself basically has decided that it wants to go up instead of going down, then you basically follow this trend alone. That's another possible scenario that you can actually do when you trade this kind of a pattern. So do you guys have any questions so far, or do you like this pattern that I've just explained? So I have a few questions here. So question number one, suggest me the finest strategy with success ratio of at least 60%. So I guess in this case you imply you mean this question is about FTT mode of trading. So in this FTT mode of trading, basically, let me go ahead and strategies that I definitely consider to have the success rate of. So in my case, right, it's a very important addition here, because many people, many traders, they have different opinions, they have different ways of analyzing charts, analyzing trends. So in my case, in my particular case, my favorite and also most productive strategies are Excel. Okay, Friday can be, but first of all, it's Excel, it's diving strategy, it's 100% kind Martin. It's the horizon strategy. It's triple rebound. So triple rebound, probably it has more than 60% winning trades, but trades happen more rarely, so you have to spend more time while searching for a trade. But in general, triple rebound, it's definitely one of the most profitable strategies. It's just sometimes you need to be more patient with this strategy and you need to wait for your signal maybe a little longer. So definitely, once again, it's Axel, diving, kind Martin, horizon, and triple rebound. So you asked me about one strategy, I'm giving you 5 strategies. So we have webinars on almost every of these strategies. You can find them in our YouTube channel. You can just search it in the top window, and yeah, that's it. That's basically, you don't need. So in fact, I would say you don't need to have 5 strategies in your arsenal, but 2, maybe 3 at most. And if you know how to handle these tools, those 3 strategies, you are well on your way to big profits. All right, moving next. So let's talk about my next trading idea. Today I opened 2 more additional trades. So these trades are now on the on Euro USD. So here is the explanation. So here is why I opened these trades. So for a long time, since when did it start? I think it all started in July. Like it all started end of July or middle of July. Yeah, the middle of July. This huge downtrend began, and it lasted for 2 months, even more, probably even more than 2 months. Now it lasted. So this trend lasted for more than 2 months, and now finally the price managed to have broken out of this downwards trend, and now we are in this new sideways trend. But usually we have so much upside potential on the euro, and fundamentally speaking, I think the euro now has a little bit of the momentum, possible momentum for an up trade, because basically things in Europe are, well, I don't want to like oversimplify, but I think in general things are not as bad as they were a few months back. And analysts basically why the euro is already reversing and why it already managed to break out of this downwards channel is because all the major analysts and the big players, the big traders, they are looking into the future with slight optimism. So this optimism is not huge, but they are already thinking that maybe the moment for a reversal has come, and maybe maybe price will be able to break out of this downwards spiral, this downwards channel trend, whatever. So that's my view, and I think we can even. I feel like I want to open even more trades with this. Maybe multiplier 200, maybe even 100. So I plan to be a little bit more conservative here. So I think that 100 multiplier would be fine. And yeah, so here is my up trade here. So I think that this asset has a lot of reversal potential. So another question here. Please explain about Crash 300 index and why it's look straightforward in 1 minute time frame. So this is a new addition. This is a new asset to our. Do I still have trades open? Let me see. Okay, I tried to trade with this instrument today. This instrument seems to be quite complex. So it's not as easy as I thought it would be, even though it is a trendy asset, and I thought that it also had this real nice channel, corridor, you name it. And yeah, I definitely thought that I would have a little bit more profits, but basically, yes, this asset, basically how it works. There is this underlying principle that it basically reflects to, well, maybe crash is a little bit like it's it's a too screaming name, so it's not really crash, it's more about like rapid market drops. And so for example, when these market drops, they happen, usually price goes up. Okay, so market data comes from different sources, from different basically, yeah, from different sources. And with these sources we basically get this information, and that's how we get quotes, and that's how we basically trade with this asset. So is there any strategy that that is good for this asset? Well, I haven't really found this this strategy yet. I'm thinking of practicing a little bit more with this asset. But definitely one thing I can tell you is this asset, like pretty much all other assets, it basically follows the principle of technical analysis. So when you have these you know like levels of support, resistance, when you have channels, corridors, when you have pretty much all the patterns which are available on other trading assets. So these patterns also work well with this instrument as well. So you can basically like feel free using these different strategies, these different assets while trading this asset as well. So guys, question about deposits. So if your deposits got stuck somewhere, or sometimes it also happens with your withdrawals, even though it's a very rare case, but I usually speak about it openly and loudly. So you can talk to our customer support, you can text them, and those guys, they will definitely help you out. They will help you return your deposits and your withdrawals. Basically, we managed to find all of these instruments, and yeah, so right. So here is another. Sir, how to identify proper support and resistance levels in day trading? Well, the best way to do so would be to practice doing it. So if you practice long enough, then you will basically learn how to do that. What's the secret is start practicing finding or identifying these let me see, like trend lines. So once you identify a double top, a triple top, just start drawing these lines, these like trend lines, as I call them, or the way they are called. And by doing so many times, you eventually are going to find out you're eventually are going to see how it works. So for example, here we have the support level, and probably I should have opened an up trade here if on that time I had happened to be on this asset. So that's pretty much that's how it works. So once again, levels of support and resistance. The basic rule is you also have these round numbers, so 150, 151, 152, 155, and the more this number is kind of like more round, the more potential for a successful trade it basically has. So which one do you think is safe to trade with, indicators or price action? Well, it really does depend on your strategy. I know some traders who are successful with indicator analysis. I know some traders who are successful with solely price action, and they don't use any indicators, even SMAs, which I think is a little bit too much. It's over the top, because simple moving averages are, I mean, like, I don't know. I just think that SMA is one of those indicators that sort of everyone should be using in their trading. So it's probably, you can argue about more sophisticated ones like Chaikin oscillator, like I don't know, like many other indicators which are in fact a little bit more unusual, not canonic ones, etc., and so on and so forth. But when it comes to the SMAs, SMA, MACD, RSI, so these indicators are very, very classic ones, and I think that almost like everyone should basically, follow these indicators. All right. So next question. So I explained about crash 300. Suggested strategy. What is your personal strategy? So like I said, my strategies are, when it comes to FTT mode of trading, definitely it's triple rebound strategy. It's definitely Axel, which is based on only one indicator. And sometimes you think that you need to have, multiple tools, like you need to have 4 strategies, 4 indicators. You need to have maybe you need to know like 20 strategies, 20 indicators. In fact, that's not what you need. You need 1, 2, maybe 3 successful strategies, and then you need discipline to basically go ahead and execute that trading strategy. Right. So that's pretty much that's all you need. So explain about Fibonacci. So I don't really have time to explain about Fibonacci, because Fibonacci is a big topic, and there are multiple strategies and there are multiple approaches how trader can trade with the Fibonacci levels. But currently, I would definitely suggest that you just search it on YouTube and watch a few videos. I mean, that strategy is very can be, in theory, it's not really complicated, but I just won't be able to explain it in just a few words. It basically requires more time and just maybe more examples. But trading with this trading strategy, yes, we can do it sometime. Yes, another question comes about the RSI indicator. So the RSI is a little quicker to explain, so let me go ahead and enable this strategy, which is called the triple rebound strategy, and let me explain it to you in this example of 2 RSIs. So I've just removed the third one, because classically in this strategy we have 3 RSIs, but let me go ahead and explain to you how this strategy works on the example of 2 RSIs. So the RSI indicator is this. It is this extra subgraph which is below the main chart here, as you can see, and it has this 70 level and this 30 level on the bottom. So basically, we have whenever price is above 70, that's called overbought, and whenever price is below 30, that's called oversold. So we have 2 basically states of the chart. It's either overbought or oversold, or this RSI indicator, or the value of the RSI indicator, is somewhere in this channel between 30 and 70. So there are multiple ways how you can trade according to this indicator and to the strategy. My personal approach, my personal take on this indicator strategy would be this. So we have this overbought area, and you wanna open trades once the RSI indicator, the value of this indicator, it sort of exits and then enters. So not when it exits into this overbought area, like in this example, when it breaks above 70, but when it returns back from this overbought area and down to below this 70 level, 70 value. Yeah, I would say that's it. So yeah, here it is, from below 30, and then the value of the RSI indicator goes above, right? So that's pretty much it. That's the signal. All right. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. So just pay attention to these overbought, oversold areas. Once again, I recommend that you watch some materials on YouTube, because there are like probably thousands or tens of thousands of videos, and they explain how this indicator works really well. And then basically, once you've understood the very basic principle of this indicator, you can go ahead and book to book this strategy. And then you can book a consultation with a VIP account manager. So this person will basically explain to you how this indicator works in more detail. Can you please explain the relationship between the RSI and alligator indicators? So these indicators, they are two different indicators. I don't think they, I mean, you can use them as a combination. So you can basically, you can add, okay, so let me go ahead and reload my trading platform. So you can combine them, but I don't think this is just my opinion, right? I'm talking from my experience, from my opinion, right? It's only my opinion, my humble opinion. I don't think these two indicators, they go along well, because basically we have this like really trending indicator, which basically indicates the trending phase of the chart. And then you have this RSI indicator, which is basically tells you, which suggests you with the reversal moments. So I think these indicators, they are just not really the best friends, and they don't go along. So what strategy you use? Like I said, I use multiple strategies. I use since I've been trading for 10 years, guys. I used pretty much almost on the one hand, I want to say that I use everything, but in reality, I don't really use everything, but instead I concentrate, I stay focused, and I maybe use 3-4 indicators, and then the rest comes from my price analysis pattern, price action patterns. So let me go ahead and just do the final thing, because I think my internet channel is like overloading or something. So I want to do a trade with help of the RSI indicator or the triple bound strategy. So let me go ahead and try and find this. Okay, so let me do this quick trade here on Europe Composite Index. So first of all, not $2,000, that would be too much, but here I'm combining this previous level of resistance with the signal according to the RSI indicator. So from above 70, we are now entering the this middle area, or at least we were a few seconds back. So yes, that's happening. So this is the signal. I can use 3 minutes here duration, I can use 4 minutes, I can use maybe even 2 minutes. So it all comes down to your preferences, because some people like quick trades and some people like more I cannot call 3-minute trades like these long-term trades, but it's better than sometimes like 45 seconds or 15 seconds or even 5-second trades. Well, so I think this is going to be it. I've shared some of my trading ideas. Once again, guys, keep your eyes on cryptocurrencies because they are raging. And as you can see, Ripple is already trading at 0.57, so 57 cents per one Ripple. Bitcoin, it's way above 34.5 thousand, so we are so close to breaking above the 35,000 level. So all the market is like really roaring, and there are so many different trading ideas. And in order to become a better professional in trading, or at least to shorten your path if you are a beginner, I definitely recommend contacting our customer support and requesting a consultation with one of our financial analysts. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you probably next week. Have a wonderful trading week and have great results in your trading. Thank you for your attention, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.